Hello, everyone. Welcome in. Happy Sunday. We are here for a surprise Sunday. It's not really a surprise at all. This was planned out. Noelle and I are pilot episode of Adults in Disney 101, where we are going to be sharing all of our tips and tricks on different things. We have so many episodes already in the works to share our plethora of knowledge and Disney going information with you guys. So, I don't know if you know Noelle from our previous live stream. This is Noelle Bobo.
Hi, everyone.
She is my co-host. It's going to be great. She's a former cast member. So we're going to start out just by kind of introducing each other a little bit and telling a little bit about each other. A lot of you guys here know who I am, but those of you who don't, welcome to the Lynn Project. This is a new series that we're going to be doing bi-weekly every other Sunday at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We might miss a week here and there and have to move it a little bit further back because of Disney trips or, life or commitments, but we're going to do our best to stay on track and plan this out so we can look forward to letting you know what's coming up in the next coming weeks. We have our next week's schedule, which is 2 weeks from now, planned out. That will be our quick trip tips. So that's going to be like 3 days or less, which is kind of my forte.
Well, mine too at this point,
Yeah.
Lynn. So
Yeah, exactly. So, Noelle, what do you want to tell us about yourself and what we have going on?
well, I'm really excited for the series. I feel like it's something that the two of us really like. We're adults who love Disney. So we would rather go with each other and
Yeah.
our significant others and all of our friends in the community. So
Yeah.
we're just going to talk about everything that we like and ideas for people who might be their first time going as an adult. So I'm really excited.
Yeah, me too. Or looking for more information or, sharing information with each other, brainstorming on more ideas, everybody sharing their tips and tricks along with ours. And, we're just going to roll with it and it's going to be amazing. Let me say hi to our friends in chat really quick.
Yeah.
Tim Pruitt, welcome in. James Ryan, thank you guys so much for being here. Jenny, JLB Nerdy, good to see you, my friend. Passholder pair, welcome in. There's a cameo from Sean trying to be YouTube famous there. Passholder pair, Mike and Val, thanks for being here. Space Mountain, Dave Cantrell, thank you guys so much. For those of you watching on the replay, that is just us saying hi to everybody in chat and saying a good hello. Thank you to my shining stars who are lighting up that chat and warm my heart every single day.
Aww.
So yeah, let's get started.
Yes.
And I don't know, we'll just right off the rip.
Yes.
I think going to Disney, the number one tip for saving money would be, in my opinion, and I think probably yours as well.
Yes. I know what you're going to say.
Yeah. Is bringing your own snacks and drinks like water bottles and pop if that's what you want instead of spending.
Or pop is also soda if you're not from Michigan.
Hi, Carrie Stafford. Welcome in, Dean. Welcome in.
Hey,
Carrie. So that is going to run you if you buy a water bottle or a soda pop at the parks. That alone is going to cost you I think they're up to $5 each.
Yes, it's very expensive. And if you're in Galaxy's Edge and you get that little teeny thermal detonator, so that's like $7 or something, which is
for one.
Out of this world. Yes.
Yeah, out of this world cool, but out of this world out of your pocket.
Exactly. Yeah, I think, and there's some really easy ways to do it. Even if you fly in or drive in and maybe you don't have a car and you can't get to the store, you can always do Amazon Prime delivery. Sometimes it comes within a few hours to your Disney resort. So get a case of water, you'll have it for yourself, or get some snacks to have in your room or put in your park bag.
Right. Tina McNeil, welcome in. I do want to also preface this on our tips and tricks. Each one is not going to be for everyone. This is a plethora of different ideas that we have depending on what your specific, what is most important to you and your experience and your visit. For some people, it might be going out to eat and having that on property dining experience, while someone else might not care so much about that. So you can spend that money on doing other things. So it's really about, we're giving you our ideas and then you can tweak them to your needs and your desires of what you want to have for your Disney experience. Just want to preface that it's not going to be for everybody every single time.
And also, we fully are aware that it's expensive to go to Disney. So every little thing that you could do can help.
Right.
So,
yeah. So I think the grocery delivery thing is a huge money saver in so many facets, in the way that Beverages, first of all, saving the time on not going to the store or getting an Uber if you don't have a car, or just not spending the time going out there shopping, and then it's delivered and you have it and you just pick up stuff for like sandwiches, some breakfast. You can get like frozen breakfast sandwiches and microwave those at your hotel. All of them have, pretty much every single hotel at least has a microwave available to you, even if it's not in the room. So that would be a good way to save a lot of money, is just getting a package, like Noelle said, a package of water, your favorite carbonated beverage, even if it is just sparkling water that tastes like Sprite ran out at the fountains.
But also another thing that maybe some people don't know or aren't aware of is that you can bring these things into the park. You can bring a water bottle, a soda bottle. You can bring a peanut butter and jelly sandwich if you want, just to snack on. Like it's totally allowed. So
absolutely. And I think that is a really good thing to note, that a lot of people don't know, that you can bring all of those things into the park. The only thing that you can't bring is loose ice. But
yes.
I used a insulated backpack I got from Amazon on our first trip. Our first trip, we really budgeted big time. So I would pack snacks and like sandwiches and beverages to mule haul around the parks in the insulated backpack, so that we had those with us. So whenever the kids were like, oh, I'm hungry, I want a $7 pretzel, I would be like, here's your sandwich. Have a granola bar. We're eating at the Poly later. So
yeah, exactly.
So it's really just like that. We budgeted to save money during the day on breakfast, lunch, and snacks, and then we would have a really nice dinner every night. So,
and that totally depends too how you want to do the parks as an adult. Like maybe that is important to go out at night and have some drinks or have a nice dinner, go to a lounge. So why bother getting up and spending all that money on breakfast? When you can if you go to Chef Mickey's, it's like $50 a person. Save that money. Have
right.
a little granola bar and yogurt and get out to the parks. Have fun.
Exactly. Tim Pruitt saying that he's so glad they started putting the refill station in places. That's another good money saver too.
Really helpful.
The only factor with that is you want to remember if you're just using a regular water bottle to refill, then that's less weight. But I always carry a backpack of some sorts, and I use the insulated thermal mugs because I like really cold water, and those weigh you down a little bit more to refill. But
did we both see Britt's comment?
I didn't.
Is that why you're left? Oh,
no, I'm laughing at you. What did she say?
You can't bring booze.
No, you can't bring booze.
No.
But there are other tips and tricks to getting around that, which would be like taking a lunchtime break at your hotel and having, a glass of wine or something before you head out. And I don't know, that's another way to.
Yeah, we do that all the time. So
yeah,
it's awesome. I think like this kind of brings us to like one of our other options is talking about food. If you are ready to move on, Lynn, like there's other things you can do for entertainment that don't involve spending money on a park ticket or saving a park day if you're going for maybe 4 days and you only want to buy a 2-day park hopper.
Right.
You could go to the Skyliner resorts and do a Skyliner crawl, go from all the different places, see the different restaurants. I mean, the Riviera is new. I haven't spent much time there, but I know there's a lot of cool stuff to do as far as visiting lounges.
Yeah, exactly. So that idea is where you would park at. This is the money saving idea for
Yeah.
instead of a park ticket day, which is going to cost you upwards of $100 or more if you get the park hopper, to spend your money on either food or drinks and just visiting all of the resorts that you wouldn't see otherwise. So you can't just park at any of the resorts anymore. You have to have a ADR or be a resort guest. So the hack to that would be park at Disney Springs, take one of the buses to one of the Skyliner resorts, which would be the Riviera, Caribbean Beach. I'm not sure actually if the Caribbean Beach is open right now. I think it is.
No, Caribbean Beach is open. Yeah.
And Art of Animation,
And Pop Century.
Yeah. Or so you can visit all of those, take the Skyliner around, and you can also make a stop at the International Gateway, which will give you access to the boardwalk and the Yacht and Beach Club to experience the lounges, just the resorts in general. I mean, if you don't want to spend money on drinks and food at the resorts, you can still just go there, pack your snacks, have a picnic on the beach or, Caribbean Beach if you're there, or wherever, just have a little picnic day at the resort and still have all the Disney vibes, visit new places, see new things, try, the Little Mermaid cupcake from Art of Animation or whatever it is. So I think that's a really good
there's a lot.
option.
There's a lot to explore too, and things to see and details to look at. Like, I know in the Riviera, there's pictures everywhere and stuff that you could just spend time relaxing and looking at and just enjoying being at Disney. And that's what it's all about. So
right. And the photo ops at
yes.
Riviera.
I know.
Lots of opportunities there. Hey, Jane and Travels, welcome in.
And the Skyliner is an attraction, so you're not really missing out on doing some for the day. It's beautiful to see the different views and stuff you've never seen before from being on the ground. So
it's a free Disney
park
ride. So the only downfall to that I could really think of was the amount of time that you might spend waiting for the bus to get from Disney Springs to the resort, and possibly from the resort back to Disney Springs. That's really the only downfall I can see with that.
Yeah, me too. But I think that if you're not doing anything else that day, and most of the time when I go, I just like to take it slower. I'm not really in a rush to do anything. So who cares if you wait a little longer? I mean, the other option is you could make a dining reservation, even if it's an early dinner, and then you have all night to go around to the different resorts, and you would be parked at one of the other ones. So that
is a good
option. You're spending money, but like you would still, I don't know, save a day, spend the day in the pool.
You could even go make an ADR and just go there for like an appetizer and 2 drinks, and then carry on to other places to taste your way around the Skyliner crawl, I guess.
Yeah. And the same thing applies for the monorail resorts at the Magic Kingdom. I mean, you could always do a monorail crawl and go to the Contemporary. They even do walk up at California Grill for the bar. So if you were lucky enough to get one of those, or you could go over to the Polynesian, Trader Sam's when it opens back up, all those things. There's plenty of places to go.
Yeah, absolutely. I think that's another good option. And the idea about making a ADR, if you can get it, if you plan it far enough in advance, then you'll be able to you could have 2 days out of that, a monorail crawl and a Skyliner crawl. I feel like the Skyliner idea would be a whole day event. Like I could start at 9 a.m. and then go until 11 p.m.
Me too. I think so too.
Hi, Donna. Welcome in. Thank you for being here. Mike Wheeler, welcome in. Okay, thank you. Hippo cheers spins. In a minute. We're trying to be somewhat serious today.
So we did talk about, I know that this isn't like how to go to Disney and not spend any money, because we all know that's impossible.
Right.
So, but there are, smarter ways to go about saving money for Disney, which would be, just for an example, all the Disney gift cards you could get. I mean, we all have like birthdays and Christmas, and people want to know what they can get us. So ask for a Disney gift card, and it's money that you're going to use at the parks.
Right.
I think that's a good idea. Then you have a budget with like, okay, this is what I have. These are my gift cards. I know I'm going to spend this on drinks and food or whatever you want to spend it on. Obviously, drinks and
Exactly.
food are the most important to
Yeah,
me.
most
So
me too. Exactly. And then there's also another way that you can save money with gift cards is buying it. I know if you go through Costco, you can get 5% off of the Disney gift cards, or with your Target Red card going through Target and buying them online. And I do think that one way to save money is to budget your day. So if you have, a $100 gift card and you're like, this is what we're going to spend on A, B, and C. And then when it's gone, then we're done for the day. Or that way you're more mindful of how you're spending your money. If that's your priority, then you're going to say, all right, well, do I really want this new mug, or would I rather have this new sandwich and drink from wherever?
yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
I find that the gift card tactic really helps when you're trying to um, go to the festivals at Epcot and you want to try so many things and you keep
Yeah.
walking around. It's like, oh my gosh, this. Okay, well, I have this much I'm going to spend today
Yeah.
at the festival, at the booths, on drinks, and it keeps you on track. Because if you stay at a Disney resort and you have that magic band with access to charge your room,
Yes.
oh my gosh, I'm just like, yes, yes, yes.
Ding,
Like,
ding,
oh
ding.
my God. And at the end, you're like, oh, wow.
Yeah.
Look at that credit card bill. Like
Right.
the gift card keeps you on track. It's not like
Right.
mindless.
Exactly. And I like to
Mhm.
do that for the festivals as well. I always do that. I get one of the little wristband gift cards,
Yeah.
and that way I don't have to fumble with pulling, money out or a credit card, and it's just right there. And then you're like, okay, I know kind of what I want to get, and this is my max. And I'm sure, it's sometimes it's even a challenge to use it all because you get so full from the festival foods and everything. But I think
Yeah.
that's definitely a really great route to go for saving money and just being mindful of what you're spending rather than just scanning the magic band.
Oh my gosh. Um, but another thing that like we do when we go is really think about what we want from our different trips and stuff. Like,
Right.
do you have when you go, Lynn? Do you find that like you're going for different purposes on different trips, or how do you go about planning the things that you do? Your different.
Absolutely. Yeah. I have um well, different motives, like different goals in place each trip. Like my last trip I went on was just to hang out with friends and just take it all in. I had no directives for rides. I had no directives for food, like no plans of what I was gonna, like, I have to eat this, or I have to drink this, or I have to ride this. It was, I'm gonna go wherever my day takes me and it's gonna be a blast. And that was probably the most fun experience I have had, but to each their own. So what about you?
Yeah, I think because of like the limited amount of time we have for time off and vacations,
Right.
we definitely go with different purposes. So like sometimes it's like, okay, we're going on this trip and we really want to make sure that we eat at these certain restaurants. Like this is,
Right.
we've talked about them, we've thought about them, and that's what we kind of budget our money towards, having those really nice dinners or experiences. And
Right.
then other times we go and just say like, okay, we're not going to spend as much money on park tickets, and because we're going to spend more time at the resort. Like one time
Right.
we rented points at Bay Lake Tower, and we
Nice.
knew we wanted to spend the time there and like see the different things that we could do. So we we went to Magic Kingdom a lot because we were right there. We're like, but that's what we wanted to do. We were right there at Magic Kingdom. We went a few days there, and the
Yeah.
rest of the time we just explored the different resorts and
Yeah.
hung out. And that really helps us focus on how to save our money for our Disney trips and make it the best, most cost effective for the time that we have. I think
Right.
sometimes when you try to cram all the things in, you realize that you
You're
spent so much
losing.
money and like you're like, what on what? What did I keep on
Right.
spending all this money for? It felt like a blur. So
Right. Feels
I
like you're
do
just
look for
rushing to get to the next thing.
mhm, all the
Yeah.
time. So
Welcome in, Cynthia. Thanks for being here, girl.
hi.
Hi.
Hey.
But yeah, I think that's a really good point. And Britt had another good point, that the lack of fast passes helps that. I agree 100%,
Me too.
like
I
more
agree
than
with you.
ever. I think it's freeing almost that there's no fast passes, because I would schedule my day around my fast passes. And now that I don't do that, it's honestly a lot more fun. I think that maybe I was missing out on that the whole time, but it was like, oh, I want to ride this, and the only way I can is if I get a fast pass. But now it's like everything is like the world is your oyster. You can ride anything, just get it at the right time and all of that. So
I think sometimes those, and like now having the park days where you don't have to worry about like, okay, I have to Magic Kingdom and we have this and then this and this. It's like you said, it's more freeing and you get to experience the park in a whole different way. I think
right.
it's like when we were kids. So that sounds so funny to say, but you know, when I visited as a kid, there
Yeah,
was fast passes. You just went and got in line and
right.
did what you did. It's really nice.
Exactly.
Hmm.
This is a side note. I mean, this is for
Okay.
the vlogger side of it,
I saw this. Yes.
but yeah, that is a really good point. The struggle with vlogging is that it puts too many rules on the park day. Granted, nobody expects it, but there's always a burden I bear just rolling with the day. And so that's why I kind of changed, on a side note of that, that's kind of why I've changed my vlogging etiquette of I don't just have the camera out all day anymore. I try not to, unless I plan on doing a vlog that whole day. But I feel like you end up, from my experience, I end up missing out on quality moments by trying to capture quality moments. So instead of that, just filming the things that you want to film, like doing a restaurant experience and making it a short video or a new ride and making that just a short clip it, then I think that for me that's the direction I'm going in anyways. And I've enjoyed that journey. But
I agree. You get to experience more of the things that you want to do and you focus your time on capturing the things that you want to capture for the vlog. And then the rest of the time you can actually enjoy being in the parks and being on
right.
vacation.
Yeah, exactly. And then there's the other side of it. So we have some people that we have a lot of locals, and we also have a lot of people that aren't locals, like you live in New Jersey. So
Yes.
it's not, when you do make a trip down to Disney, it is a big deal. It's not, I'm going to be there in 3 days, so I'm just going to go and ride that one ride I wanted to ride, or go and have that snack I wanted to and walk around Hollywood Studios for 2 hours. But you have to be extra mindful of it and spending your time more wisely. So
Yeah, I agree. I mean, well, we can get more into that next week. I have a lot of things to say on Quick Trip, so
yeah,
stay
yeah.
tuned for
Stay tuned.
our next chat, or not next week, but the week after.
Yeah, in 2 weeks we will be doing our
Yeah.
top tips for quick trips. That
Yes.
was extra rhymey.
I loved it. It was really good.
So
But there's other things too. I mean, like, I know we didn't talk about it when we were talking about like food and just in general, but like if you do have an annual pass, to use those discounts wisely and know that only one member of your party needs to have an annual pass
absolutely.
for you guys to all use the discount. So
Right.
you were saying about like if you needed a drink or water or something, you can go into a merchandise store and get a bottle of water or Coke or whatever and use your AP discount on it. So it's
Right.
just another way to save something. And
Yeah. If you are a park bottle water buyer, then
yes,
that would be the way to save
okay.
a little bit of money. I have never, and I don't plan on ever
No,
buying bottles of water from Disney in the
but
future.
me
But
either. But what if you forget?
but if you do, if you want to, then you can. Um, Triple P, I didn't know that you get a discount buying it with your Disney Visa gift cards. That's a good tip.
Oh, that's really good.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And with the annual pass, so that was on our first trip. I had gotten an annual pass. I know that right now it might not be an option for most people. I believe it's still not available for out of state folks. But
No, it's for anybody.
I mean, I got mine back, but I'm not sure if that was just special situation or not as a Florida resident. But one trick that I used to save quite a bit of money was just one person. I got the annual pass in my party. I got the Florida resident tickets for my family, and I had the Magic Maker, which is the photo pass options for everyone. So everyone in my party would get all of the photo pass benefits. I had 20% off of all merchandise and 10% off all of dining. And then it also gave me annual pass discounts on Disney resorts, on top of the option to get the Tables in Wonderland, which is instead of 10% off, it is 20% off of more dining experiences and also off of alcohol, which you don't get that with the annual pass discount. So in the
No,
future, when they do open it back up, because I'm sure that they will, I
I
think
hope so.
I'm pretty optimistic that that'll be a really good money saving tip, especially for larger groups of people going for, a few days at a time.
Definitely. I mean, in the meantime, if you are planning a trip and you don't have an annual pass and you need to buy tickets, well, one thing is this: we always buy our tickets on Undercover Tourist because you get a discount. It's not much, but any way to save money is something. And since they reopened and haven't really had too many benefits for resort guests, we started staying off property just to save some money. And we're close by. We always rent a car, even if we do stay on property. So that wasn't like we didn't lose out on Disney transportation, but
Right.
save money that way. And we also save money on tickets. So I'm sure that when, if there's extra magic hours or whatever else they're going to do and the other benefits come back, I think that'll change. But in the meantime, you can get a lot of good deals.
Yeah. I I do think before all of this, I used to always stay on property. It was, I loved doing it. It was more expensive, but I loved the feeling of it. I liked, doing a tour of it and everything else. But um, now that I've gone back, I started staying at the Good Neighbor resorts that are right next to Disney Springs. I've stayed at the Holiday Inn Bonnet Creek. I've stayed at the Wyndham right there across the street from Disney Springs. And I have to say that they were fantastic for my needs and desires as an adult. Being a 5 to 10 minute walk from Disney Springs, which is the best entrance, FYI, to Disney Springs, is staying at one of those resorts right on that strip next to Disney Springs. You get to walk in and you just go through a temp check, and there's never a line, there's no bag check, and you just cruise right in and you start out right next to Earl Sandwich and the Disney Pin Traders store. So I found it very comfortable. The beds were awesome. And to be honest, I, all of us have never spent very much time in the room on any Disney trip. So it's a matter of nourishing the body, cleaning the body, and resting the body, and then you're back out there. So, but then again, it's all personal preference.
Oh, yeah, definitely. I mean, it definitely depends on what type of trip that you're taking too. So,
Right,
but yeah, I agree. Most of the time, I'm just there to sleep,
right.
and then leave again.
Yeah, exactly.
So,
I do want to note that I found out when I stayed at the Holiday Inn in Bonnet Creek that they offer an annual pass holder discount that you have to call them to get, and you let them know you're an annual pass holder, and it's better than any other discount you can get, whether it's on, booking.com or Hotels Tonight, or even if you're part of their IHG club members or a hotel employee. It's the best
wow.
discount. Yeah. So if you are staying or plan on staying at one of those, I suggest you call up them directly and let them know that you're a annual pass holder and get an awesome discount for less than, I mean, depending, I guess, on the season and the day of the week, but less than $100 a night. And they have other perks too, like um, happy hour drinks when you stay each night, and really nice amenities too.
That's awesome. I didn't know
Yeah.
that. Very cool.
Yeah.
I know that it's super nice there, though. I mean, I would love to stay there one day.
Yeah.
So,
It was very comfortable, and I would definitely stay there again.
great. Just reading chat for a second.
Yeah, just catching up here
Let's see.
too.
Let's see.
Yeah, I think that you can't, I mean, I don't recommend going to Disney unprepared. You should definitely plan, even if you're not a down to the wire, hour by hour planner, just to have a general idea about what your expectations are and what you really want to do, and who you're with, what they want to do, so that at least you get to do those things as a priority, and then everything else kind of falls into place. Um, that's my 2 cents.
I agree. I agree. I mean, I plan everything out so much. Like I even write my packing list down like 100 times
Right.
so I don't forget stuff. So like, and I think you just have a better idea of what to do and where you're going to go, and it makes the
Yeah.
whole thing worthwhile. So, I mean,
Yeah, it's
time is
fun.
money.
More than ever at Disney.
Yes.
But I think that that's part of the fun of it too, is planning your trip. I love planning my Disney trips, just
Same.
researching menus. And I think that that's a good thing to do, though, because you don't want to just go into it not knowing, what kind of menu. Like, don't book a dining reservation without looking over the menu and making sure that everybody in your group has food that they
Yes.
can eat there, or somebody's going to be disappointed.
I know. And you don't want that.
No, you don't want to be disappointed in Disney.
No, not at all. Oh, I was going
Yeah,
to say something to what you just said, but
go ahead.
I don't know.
Oh,
I forgot
farted.
already.
Fart.
Yeah. No, I agree with like looking at everything and planning it out and seeing what's going on. And that's another thing. See what's happening, what you can't miss.
Right.
And
Different
oh, I was going to
festivals.
say that like festivals, I always say like I'll even plan like fake Disney trips all the time. Like, oh, what if I went at this time and we've stayed here and this is
Yeah,
that. But that helps you know when it's better and the cost is down or up or so.
absolutely.
And it also makes me feel better.
Well,
Like,
there are definitely peak times, and I mean, tell me if you agree with this or not, but I feel like no matter what time you go, it's probably going to be busy.
oh, it's going to be busy. Like you can't even think that it's not. It's Disney World. Everyone goes. Like it's busy. Like get over it, kind of
Right.
thing. But the peak
Right.
time is more so as to the prices than the crowds, in my opinion,
I agree.
um, and just what you're, and what you're comfortable with. Some people aren't comfortable going to Florida, the swampland, in the middle of the summer. I don't blame them. So, but if you do go, like most of our trips are in like January, February. We like the weather then. Like it feels good. It's comfortable to walk around and
Yeah.
there's still crowds. So
Right. I agree. And I think that some of the best times to go, like the least peak times, are going to be January, February, and then May, and then maybe September. And then
yeah.
it goes right into like the summer holidays, like summer break, and then the holidays, and then spring break. Those are the big busy times. I know some friends are going to be there in like a week, or in the recent coming up, and I can't I can't go right now during spring break.
Ah,
I did it before, and it was kind of an accident, and I remember it was just a little bit miserable because it was so crowded that, and I know that it's not at capacity yet, like we're, lower, but who's to say what that number actually is? And, waiting in a line for 15 or 20 minutes to get a Mickey premium bar, then that's very frustrating, and it doesn't feel like a good use of your time at the parks,
no, not
in
at
my
all. I
opinion.
mean, I agree. I mean, and I know this doesn't apply like right now, but I mean, I hope that it will in the future when things like slowly start to change and open back up more. On past trips, when they used to have the like night parties, not like, I mean, I guess the Halloween party and the Christmas party, but they had those, oh my gosh, what are they called? Someone put it in chat. But do you know, Lynn, the parties at night?
The
The special ticketed events that they would have at
Oh,
Disney, like Magic Kingdom.
the after hours. Is that
Yes.
the
We
after
would,
hours? That's what they're called.
yeah, we would not buy tickets for those days of our trip. So if we went for, 5 days, we were going for like 2 after hours parties, we wouldn't buy tickets, spend the whole day at the pool, relaxing, eating, doing whatever.
Yeah.
And then we did all the attractions we wanted to do at night in those few hours. And it was so much fun, like running around the park. And I don't know, I know that they cost something. I mean, like it was like 100 and I
They
don't
were like
know, something dollars.
130 when I bought mine, I think.
Yes. It was
Which is,
worth the money though. I mean, you had that time in the day to do the things you want to do, actually be on vacation, go lay down by the pool and put your feet up and relax. And
yeah.
at night you got to be like a little kid and run around and ride all the rides. And
Yeah.
it's just so much fun.
I agree. I think that was, I did one of those, and we were annual pass holders at the time, so we spent time at the parks before, but your idea of it and is something I've never even really thought of, because it's not, something
Right.
I had to justify spending the money on the ticket because I could already go to the park. But when we did everything.
Yes, it was so much fun. Like, and we went to Animal Kingdom and we rode Flight of Passage like over and over and over again. I mean, we realized that wasn't the best use of our time because like it took so long to walk through the queue and like through everything. And you're like, okay, we're gonna do it again. It's like 20 minutes later, but it was worth it. I mean, it was cool, and just to be in the parks at nighttime just feels really nice.
It does. It's really cool. You feel like you're alone almost on the ones that I experienced.
Definitely, I agree. I mean, it was really nice quality time. And yeah, so you do save money that way if you spend the day at your resort or wherever seeing something else in Orlando. And I mean, and we're going to get into all that. We have so many ideas I could talk forever about this. So
yeah, we definitely could. And on top of that, with the after hours, I hope they bring them back.
Me too.
The popcorn and the pop and the Mickey bars. Remember that?
Oh gosh, I would just love to have like popcorn right here, right now, and just
like, all right, eat something with some protein in it before we go, because all we're gonna do is pig out on ice cream and popcorn.
It was so much fun. Yes, I could eat endless.
Yeah,
containers of popcorn.
Me too. I remember I felt like a boss. I was like eating my popcorn, and we were getting on Tower Terror. Like, didn't have enough time, and I was like, I'm gonna throw it away and I'll get another.
I know.
Get off. Like, no, I didn't waste all of it. It was only like a quarter left, but I
know what you mean. You didn't feel bad about it. Like, oh, I have to wait, or like try to shove it in your bag and hope it doesn't like get all over the place.
Everywhere. Yeah. I've had that happen on Rock and Roller Coaster more than once. It's like a popcorn shower for everybody in the stretch limo.
Oh my gosh, that's so funny.
And Josh brings up a good point too. The regular after hours, though, not villains, because I've heard the villains ones have been very, very busy.
I heard the same. We didn't go to them, but I did hear it was a little crazy. I mean, and I kind of like we've been to the party, like Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween party when they had it, and they were still very busy with things, but you were able to go on attractions and see different things. So I think that
you have like the special characters.
Mm-hmm. And when they do bring them back, we also didn't get park tickets for those days because I guess say the party started at 7, you were able to get into the park at 4. So you had that time to go and see everything, like, before the park closed and the party started.
Yeah, they give you early access to the park before it shuts down for the party.
Which is awesome.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I think so too. Welcome in, Carrie. Hey, Jeffrey. Welcome in, Mar. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with us.
That's good to know, Josh. I just saw
comment. Yeah, villains is comparable to Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween party as far as crowds. Yeah, I think it's good to know. I mean, we're kind of just talking about fantasy right now, but that's okay too, because I think that I am very optimistic, very hopeful that they will bring all of those things back.
Yeah.
If you guys want to say some of your favorite money saving tips that we didn't talk about yet, or something that you want to hit on or mention, I'd love for you guys to share it in chat. While we're about 40 minutes in, so we have 20 minutes left, and then tonight we have a very exciting live stream we're both going to go and check out at 7:30. Pete McDevitt, our friend, is going to be in his own hot seat, and Steve's World will be interviewing him, so it'll be a nice little switch around, and I can't wait to see that. Also, Creator Talk, which I would normally be on Sunday nights at 10:30 Eastern Time with Jeff Doe Whip Dad. We are not going live tonight. He is on his way to Walt Disney World right now as we
Oh,
speak. Yeah.
that's so exciting.
So that's an acceptable reason for him to cancel for tonight. I will allow it.
Okay.
But hopefully we will be back next week if I can make it. And yeah.
I think Josh just made a point in the chat, and it's something to note that there are different affinity groups that you could belong to that would get you different discounts at Disney, like as far as tickets
Right.
or I, anything else that you're doing. So definitely look into that and look into, like, I think you talked about like Yak and Yeti and all the Landry's restaurants. If you have that card, you can get
Yes.
discounts.
Yeah, that's another,
Mhm.
actually, that's a great tip right there that I
Mhm.
forgot to even mention is the Landry's card. I know I've mentioned it multiple times, but Landry's is a restaurant group. They own Yak and Yeti and T-Rex and Rainforest.
Rainforest Cafe. Yep.
Yeah. So it costs 20, I believe it's $20 to sign up for the card, but they immediately give you the $20 back as a introductory gift. You also get another $20 or $25 on your birthday and maybe another one for your anniversary. I'm not 100% sure on that, but the ultimate perk you get with that is priority seating. So for instance, this is a perfect example. I accidentally canceled our Yak and Yeti reservation for our upcoming trip, and I'm still looking for a replacement reservation, but I'm not too worried about it because I've used my priority seating twice at Yak and Yeti now. And the first time we got in within 10 minutes, and the second time I got in within 20, I believe it was 20, or I think it was just like 25 minutes. So to wait that much time was not that bad for me, and it was totally worth it. And then you also earn points on every dollar you spend there, which turns back into more rewards to spend on the food that you're getting there. And they're all great places to go and eat and have a drink and a snack or a full-on meal. I've loved everything I've gotten from Yak and Yeti personally. So
And there's other restaurants like that too. The Patina Group owns a lot of the restaurants
mhm.
in Italy Pavilion and in Disney Springs. So you just have
Yeah,
to keep your eye out for different things that you could get for these places. And yeah, it's a new way to
absolutely.
save money. I mean, because it's not all Disney owned, so just gotta search.
Yeah, exactly. And another thing too with the Landry's card, just a side note, is that I think there's two or three other restaurants right in the area, right of the Disney area. Like I know there's
Mhm.
Landry's Seafood House or something like that that you can use it at too.
Yeah,
Um,
so
Donna says the military can stay at Shades of Green. It's much more affordable than Disney Resort, and it's still on Disney property. Exactly. And I think from what I understood, I think Kelly explained it. It goes by you have to put in for the reservation, and it goes by ranking that you had in the military. But I might be wrong on that.
no, I think I heard that too before.
So it's definitely, don't take my word for it. I'm not in the military, but call Disney and find out if you are part of the military or veteran to get utilize that. That's there for you guys, and
And I mean, and I think food to me is like the most expensive thing on our trip was we spend the most money. So if
right,
you do rent a car or stay off property, or I mean, everyone can get an Uber, but there's plenty of other restaurants too in the area. Like you mentioned, the Landry's Card and restaurants right there outside
yeah,
Disney that you could eat at and save money if you want to eat out, but you don't want to spend the Disney prices, maybe. Or if
yeah,
you're not going to the park that day and you just decided, I just want to go to Cracker Barrel. I mean, that's fine.
right. Exactly. And Triple P is the reason I found out about the Landry's card. So I thank you for that, you guys. It's been a game changer for me because I always go to Yak and Yeti.
You love Yak and Yeti.
I love it so much. Uh,
Oh, there's like not a Lynn trip if there's no like picture from Yak and Yeti.
yeah,
So
exactly. Like I even go to Disney if I didn't go to Yak and Yeti.
I know. Oh,
But yeah, I think there's a lot of different ways that you can save money, and it's really a personal decision. Like for us, I personally would rather, like, I'm not going to buy probably any souvenirs when I go because, I go to the Character Warehouse, or that's not something that's important to me. For me personally, when I go, I want to eat all the food and drink all the drinks and experience that, because that for me is what makes me happy and I have fun doing that. So just keep setting food and drinks in front of me and, see Spaceship Earth in the background. I'm good.
I agree.
But, just modify it towards your own preferences. And yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
let me see. I'm still trying to read chat really quick. Nice. We, oh yeah, it used to be a Disney resort until the 90s. I never really knew where it was. It's across the street from the Poly.
Yeah.
It is by rank if you're active duty. It's only officially open to vets.
Occasionally open.
Oh, occasionally open to vets. Sorry, I didn't read that right.
No, that's okay. I was like,
as the sun sets and everything's changing in here.
I know.
The lighting's changed. It's dark. I can't read.
I know. What's happening? I'm trying to think. Yeah, but so like we said a million times, we have a lot of ideas. But if you guys, you can pop them in chat, or if you're rewatching it in the comments, just let us know things you want to know about for going as an adult. Maybe just how to experience the parks differently than you're used to, or if you're new going to Disney and you think like there's nothing to do for me there, right. We can tell you there's plenty to do. So leave your questions. Let us know what's up.
Yeah, in the comments and in the chat, and also on our Instagrams. If you have any questions for us afterwards or later, or about something we have upcoming or an idea you'd like for us to talk about, then Josh, do not recommend. Highly on the do not recommend outside of that. But so I linked. I'm like losing my train of thought. Josh is throwing me off by the gate. Okay, we can discuss that, Josh. But the link to mine and Noelle's Instagrams are down in the description below. So if you want to check them out, send us a message, and we'd be happy to answer any questions or take in any ideas that you guys have that you want us to talk about in the future. We have, I'm gonna say over upwards of 30 ideas that we have in the docket right now. We haven't organized them 100% on what we're going to be doing, but we're going to work on that in the next 2 weeks and get a little bit of a show schedule out for you guys, so you know what to be looking forward to. If there's something that you don't want to miss or you want to, talk about, then we'll be able to plan for it. So,
but like we said, next week we're going to, or not next week, but the next show, we're going to talk about quick trips. So those little long weekends that you might take to Disney, and how to plan them, which I'm very excited.
Maybe you should come dressed up like Disney bound as a duck and intimidate them fiercely throughout the park the whole day. That would be a good vlog, actually.
Yes, I would. I was going to say.
There we go. That's
video you.
You heard it here first, Josh. Get your Disney bounding. I think Britt can probably get out that gold swimsuit that I think she bought for you. That can be the base as like the leotard, and then Addie and Britt can help gluing on feathers and make like a whole headdress and a duckbill.
Oh my gosh, this is great.
So definitely
get ready for your next trip.
There you go. That's how you're going to get your revenge on Disney ducks. Just intimidate and taunt them as much as they have done to you. That's it. So also we have Noelle is working on coming up with ideas to dip her toe into the YouTube world. So I have also linked her YouTube channel down below. So we have to look forward in the future from some content coming from our friend Noelle. Hey. So if you'd like to subscribe to her channel, the link is in the description below as well. And As far as me coming up, I have a character warehouse blog coming up in the next couple days. I'm gonna look through my 10K videos tonight, especially since I won't be going live with Jeff. I'll have a little extra time on my hands to get that sorted and start weeding through that content. I'm really excited about that. Thank you so much, Josh, for dropping that
Thanks,
link
Josh.
on there. And
Yeah.
what were you gonna say?
Oh, I was just gonna say probably some of my life things that are happening. I don't know what everyone knows about me, but my husband and I own a restaurant, and we're currently working on opening a ghost kitchen. So you can stay tuned for, I'll definitely post stuff on my Instagram. If you don't know
Yeah,
what that is, look it up. And that's our next big project. And we're also working on buying a house. So probably a few of those things.
yeah.
First time home buyer and then our second restaurant. So
So
it's
if
very
you want to
cool.
find out what a ghost kitchen is,
Yes, a ghost
you're
kitchen is.
gonna have
I'm
to
not
go
gonna
and
tell you.
follow along with
That's
Noelle.
right.
Subscribe to her
I
Instagram.
know. It sounds really exciting though when you say it like that.
Sounds terrifying.
I know, but it's awesome. No.
There's gonna be a couple of potions brewing,
That's right. You never know.
seances. I don't know.
If my husband had it his way, it would be a haunted mansion themed kitchen. So that's
Ooh,
a good thing, but that's not what it is. But
that
that
would
would
be
be cool.
super. Or maybe it is. You'll have to stay tuned to find out. Oh, that's so great. But yeah, we look forward to this. This is so much fun. This is kind of like our little dream project that us as friends get to hang out with more friends and talk about the thing that we love, which is Disney and just the tips and tricks that we want to share with you guys, and also brainstorm and hopefully learn and just bounce ideas off of each other. And that's just how we all grow and get better and get to Disney more and do all the things that we love. So I'm really excited about the direction that this show is going to go. And yeah, just stay tuned for all the fun.
Yes. Thank you guys for, coming to our first show. I'm really excited. Like everything Lynn said, I second it. So
Ditto.
yeah.
Oh, what is Josh trolling us? He's not trolling. Oh, coffee and contemplation. I think we are going to do that next week, right, Josh?
Oh, yay.
Josh, we're gonna have a reunition. I think I might have maxed out my StreamYard, so it might have to be on your channel with my live stream craziness. But we'll talk. I think next Saturday we're going to go live at our old coffee and contemplation time with Josh and Britt. Hopefully Britt will be there too, because we like to gang up on Josh, and that'd be a great reunition stream. Bill, Magic of the Mouse.
Hey, Bill.
Of course, you're late. You are tardy. I am marking you tardy. You're gonna have to watch the replay. Missed out on all the fun. We missed your input. Probably doing another beer crawl up somewhere in Martha's Vineyard or something fun. I don't know. But yeah, we look forward to it. Coffee and Contemplation next Saturday. We go at 11 a.m. after Tim the Bear Pruitt. He goes just before us on Saturday mornings at 10 a.m. Eastern time. Stop it, Josh. You're not nervous about anything. So yeah, you'll check out Tim before us, and then we'll go back and we're going to be super caffeine buzzed by the time we go live on Saturday. And then that I'm really looking forward to. Before that, all right, I have vlogs coming. Checking in with the Lynn Project next week. Not 100% sure. I think I'm going to have a guest, but I haven't reached out to them yet. If not, we'll have fun. Either way, I want to thank all of my members, my shining stars. I appreciate you guys so much. She's one too. Wait, there we go. I never know which way to point. Everyone lit up in chat. I appreciate you guys so much. And we have a lot of fun things coming. So stay tuned this week. Make sure your notification bell is dinged so you know when all the things are happening, all the fun, all the chairs. I got to do a chair spin for Mike. Mike Wheeler, I hope you made it to the end so I could chair spin for you. Ready, set, wee! Oh, I went the other way and I didn't make a full circle. Tim did a great job on his show. Pete McDevitt, welcome in. getting wrapped up here so we can get ready to hang out with you and watch you on the hot seat in a little bit. Looking forward to it. Cannot wait. Um, Tim Pruitt is the real Tim Tracker. I love that, Josh. That's great. Hey, Evan, welcome in. Carol Karki, welcome in. I've never been so nervous in all my life. Oh, stop it. You guys are going to be great. I can't wait to hang out with you guys and sip coffee.
No, I'm not live from the sub shop, Bill, but maybe next time. You never know where I'll be.
Yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun. So stay tuned. Bi-weekly, every other Sunday. We're going to be talking all things Disney and tips and tricks.
Yes.
Yeah, I look forward to it. You guys have a great Sunday. Make sure you get ready. Dan Wynn, welcome in. We're just wrapping it up right now. Get ready for Pete McDevitt in the hot seat with Steve.
Yes.
In 30 minutes. It'll be on Pete McDevitt's channel. Somebody can drop the link in there. And so you have time to grab a snack, take a potty break, mix a drink.
And get ready.
Get ready.
I guess, Pete, you should be, you're ready, Pete. I think you're ready for anything.
He was born ready.
Exactly. I mean, I think Steve said the other day had like 19 pages of questions. So it's going to be a long night. So get ready.
Right. Pete, I don't know. We can neither, we don't have neither confirm or deny. I know someone who might have, but that's neither here nor there. Make sure you guys check out our friend Noelle, sitting next to me, my other partner in crime. And now I've got two of them, Stacey and Noelle. Check out all her links down in the description below. Show her some love, and let's head on over to Pete in 30 minutes and have a lot of fun. Keep this party going. Sunday fun day. Boop, boop. All right. Have a great week, and thank you guys so much for hanging out. We will see you all very soon. Remember, every day is a countdown to Disney.